like the 10.1 to 10.5. Like I'm 10.1, and then uh Jess will be 10.2, Shiggy will be 10.3. Or
No,
unless we're
I'm
considering
starting at 5 because there are 5 of you. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 will be the last person. I don't know.
smart,
9.5.
smart, and then we
Actually, I
head
should
into
have started
session.
at 4.
Yeah,
Shit.
because it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, no, no. You want to start at 5 because I'm session 5. Then
Uh,
10.6, 10.7, 10.8, 10.9 is 5, and then we go into session 11. So you're right. You did the math correctly.
Hog. Alright, I'm opening up Foundry and opening up, I need to make a stream announcement. Shit.
Shit. Don't you you have
Sheesh.
OBS?
What?
Do you have OBS or Streamlabs?
Obs.
Ops. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna make
How
tacos and I'm
to
gonna eat cake. That just feels right.
tacos and cake?
Yeah, tacos and cake. So I'm gonna eat some tacos and then I'm gonna eat some cake afterwards. Does that sound weird? That shouldn't sound weird. That sounds pretty normal.
That sounds kind of
Random?
yeah.
I'd be I had tacos for lunch. I'm just trying to finish up these tacos I have.
Okay.
Like tacos and matcha ice cream, it's what I had for lunch. It was good.
Okay. All right. I have you big on my
You
screen,
big?
bigger than
Oh yeah,
normal.
yeah. You minimize me. I was lucky because I was having open VC yesterday, or not yesterday, earlier when I was streaming, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this."
Ah, that's
Uh,
that's that's not what I wanted. That was my my research on Google for maps.
all right, pull this
Google.
aside so I can have like actual abilities and stuff like that, and then it's gonna be very interesting talking with
The final
Beethoven.
boss, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Because like
I
at the end
had
of the day, though, he is still a bard. He is a talker more than a fighter,
Yeah,
despite the
as
reality
seen by
breaking.
like K and stuff like that, which is why it's like one talker to another is going to be very interesting because I have like a lot of philosophical things for both my character and
Yeah.
like that I'd like to like throw out, but like also at the same time I was debating on whether I should do a bunch of research on Beethoven or not.
Just research what your character would know. You know, make it realistic.
Well, I mean, he's a bard. He would like Beethoven was very influential during his day, even in his younger days.
Yeah.
Considering
No,
that
yeah.
you have an older Beethoven would mean that
He
I
is
would
a
know of his
legendary,
works.
like, mythical kind of like, oh god, he's still making music type guy. Well,
Yeah,
actually, that probably wouldn't be the case. It would be people wouldn't know from where he's making his music. He doesn't like perform it as much because he is actively going deaf. He doesn't go in public. Yeah.
yeah. So he's this version of Beethoven is more recluse.
Yeah. Beethoven himself was actually fairly depressed. I'm not in
Yeah.
case you didn't know that.
No, no,
From
no,
what I
no.
understood.
But like a lot, like there's stories of like Beethoven traveling cities just to see some of his favorite composers,
Oh,
and there's like
absolutely.
and there's other like the way Beethoven wrote music for and how he wrote music. He was influential for his time, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see other like
The
pieces
the
because
the take I took on it was based on the Heiligenstadt, I think that's how you pronounce it, Testament, which
Mhm.
was basically like, what if it didn't have a bright turn at the end of the day? What if it was just like incredibly depressed? Because it was basically like a, hey, if when I die, not if, when,
Mm,
this is why I'm sorry. This is what was happening to me. It's not
mm.
it has made me feel terrible, and like it's such a poignant piece of music. Not music, like writing, not because it was just a letter to his family.
Yeah, it's the wrapped in guilt, but I'm doing this because I do this, which brings up a couple of philosophical points that my character doesn't really vibe with.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The big I'm just saying, like, he is still human despite it all. Like, I want that to be clear. Like, I hope you saw that even when he was like trying to talk to you guys
oh
before.
yeah,
But
that
as a
was
group, it's
very
hard to
that,
do that.
yeah, no, but like that was very very clear. Like that was like one of the most clear things I think when you were like I think it was very obvious that was like the angle of like I'm kind of over this, like y'all aren't just getting it. It's that like I'm doing this to do this and you guys just don't get it. Like you don't understand me. Like I got this, I'm here. It's definitely depresso espresso, like teenage angst levels of humanity going on. I'm like, all right, I see what you're laying down. Like, you
Yeah.
got cosmic power. You threw stuff away, hitting that depression. I feel you. I feel you. You're like you're aware of what this thing's done. And in your mind, this is the course of action you must take. You know,
One or one parentheses or more question mark of my players.
yeah. Well, Jess said they were down.
Yeah, I know Jess was down. Okay. Let me just copy paste a by the way, how you like the music? It's
Let me
pretty
see. Let me vibe with it. I can't hear it actually.
fuck.
Other people have been able to. I just haven't for some reason.
God damn it.
It's
That,
playing. Like I see it. Oh, you know what? It might be me.
did you mute Foundry somehow?
No, 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 no. I think I might have to do this. No. Try and reinstill it for me because I may have fucked it up.
I can stop and replay it. Like, hold up, let's do alright.
Because it might be me.
Doing a mini session. Players in
Oh yeah, it's not even playing for me.
Oblivion Orchestra. I mean, because the music of this campaign is probably more important than in any other campaign.
I agree. I'm just very upset that I can't hear it.
Alright, then I'll just link you the song.
Yeah,
This is
let me
pretty much
see.
what's going to be playing the whole time.
Okay. Are you sending it to me through DMs or?
Yeah, I'll just DM it to you.
Okay. I'll check the DMs then.
On Discord.
I got you. I'm gonna pull it aside.
Hashtag D&D.
I'll put it on
Hashtag
loop.
D&D.
There's a way to put it on loop.
Hashtag
Settings.
VTuber. Hashtag D&D. D&D tuber. Hashtag END tuber.
Oh, this is a whole playlist.
Oh, I did not mean to link you a whole playlist, but that's
No
my
worries. I put
not
the
copyrighted. The
yeah,
one you're
I
looking
put
for is a
the.
place outside of time.
Apparently, there's a whole entire one called by Dave Chappelle.
Ah, then that's not intended to. Wait, Dave Chappelle? What the fuck?
I don't know. Like it's part of the
That's
playlist.
That's not
Songs not
supposed.
copyrighted on. Songs not copyrighted claimed on YouTube. The world's greatest battle music ever, and that's all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, it's like in the middle of all of this amazing music. It's all like, "Who Will Save Us Now" by David Chappelle.
Oh, David Chappelle, not Dave Chappelle. That's a big difference.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm like, wait, what the heck?
No, Dave Chappelle is the comedian who does
Yeah.
the funny ha-has. David Chappelle is a musician.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Am I
Yeah.
listening to right now?
No, it's not a stand-up routine,
Oh,
I
this
can tell
one's
you
not
that much.
listed. That's why I can't see it.
It's unlisted, but you should still be able to see it.
Yeah.
If
Oh
you
no,
have
I
the
tried
link.
looping it though. That's what I was trying to do, but apparently I can't loop the playlist.
All right,
I mean, not the playlist. I can't loop the song.
hold up then. Let me try and get you the song itself without the
Yeah, if I can get the
playlist.
song by its yeah, if I get the song by itself, I can loop the song. But without looping this, without having that, I'm gonna probably be looping the whole playlist.
All right,
Uh,
share. Oh God, what the fuck did I do?
oh,
I apparently shared it with a was about to share it with a thing called Kako, which apparently is a Korean thing. There you go.
oh,
Not the playlist.
oh, oh.
All right.
I wonder what happens if I like would loop it, like if I like played it over itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I believe I just need you, correct?
Yeah, like
All
just
right.
me here.
Yeah. So let me make sure that everything is working. I believe that it is. Wait, fuck.
Yeah, just while I figure this out, because I'm trying to figure out how to loop it, because it was letting me loop the playlist, but now it's just like no, and I'm like, what the fuck do you mean no? Whoa. Sounds so trippy when you play it like back to back. Like the fact that it's just a few seconds off time, it just sounds so.
I mean, that is how time works. That is how time works. Like music. It's basically, what would it be called? When you do the thing and the stuff.
And you do the thing and the stuff and the stuff and the things.
Yeah.
I would very much like to just loop it. YouTube, you were letting me do it with the playlist. Why won't you let me do it with the song?
Right click the actual. I mean, you know how, right?
Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm so dumb. I just like how like weird it all sounds.
Cool. All right. There is
Yeah.
a NPC token. I am horribly unprepared for this in hindsight, and I had like way too much time.
This was very last minute kind of thing because I was just like, why not? It's just us talking for the most part.
It is, and I have everything ready, but I don't. You know.
It's not all in Foundry yet. Hold on one second.
Yeah, it's.
Tucker, what are you doing? I knew it. I knew you would take one of them. I knew you would take one of them. You're being a little butt. Stop it. It's not your phone. Please. Sheesh.
Sheesh. All right.
All right.
I think I'm ready now, so I will move you over to the reality bent thingy.
Heck yeah.
Okay. I believe everything still works, but in case it doesn't, I'll hide him.
No worries. It should. It should. It should.
You will
I know you're
arrive
meowing because you want food.
at a familiar place. However, when you look out beyond, you will actually see the sort of blackish void beyond the edges of this home, I suppose.
Like, so, like, if I go this way, I see the black void around it.
Yes.
Okay.
Like those black squares or like beige squares, like your character would actually see those as like, oh, that is nothing.
That is like, there's nothing. Okay.
That is abyss. And you will see
Interesting. All right.
yeah, a home inside with light coming through. There is music and laughter coming inside, from inside.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk inside.
As you do, you will sort of see. Hold up. That would explain a lot, actually.
What happened?
I forgot to.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm like, I see the whole house, but
Yeah.
okay.
I'm like, damn, why is everything like not working? Yeah. All right. One moment. Let me give Beethoven the ability to actually see. Can you see him on the map? Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see him.
My stream can't though.
Oh, nope, he's gone now.
Yep, because my stream can't. And that's
Okay.
pretty important to me.
Tis is.
All right. We'll sort of step back and it'll kill me, but those music notes are going to have to flip a little. And the door, as you enter, the door will like gently shut behind you. It's not like a slam, but that's what you see.
Soft.
Mm-hmm. He'll turn to you. Oh, good. Someone's made it. Do you need anything? Water, food?
If it's just water. And then he'll just like slyly just walk over here. If it's real.
As real as...
If you have some tea.
I can get you some, yes. Fancy taste, though. Tea. He'll sort of chuckle to himself and turn around and sort of guide you over to the kitchen area.
I'll follow him. Like distance, but like just like taking a like gander around, just like shifting my head, just looking around. Because it's very different from when we first entered.
Yeah. He'll sort of wave his hand and the door will open. There's not enough of us to use the dining room. Please, wait in here.
Okay.
You will see a very well-furnished, well-kept, like, sitting area. A small desk, comfortable couches, a warm fireplace. It's nice. It's comfortable. Your mind flashes back to when you were here the first time. This area was in complete disarray. Things strewn about everywhere. It was, well, nowhere near as comfortable. And you can feel free to sit, stand, whatever you want. Oh, remember you can unbind yourself from the grid.
How do I do that again?
I already did it for you. But you should right-click your token and you can see a waffle.
Oh, and just click on the waffle.
Yeah, click on the waffle.
Okay. Click on the waffle.
It does look like a waffle, though.
No, it does. It does. When you said waffle, I'm all like, oh, I instantly, I'm like, yes, waffle.
All right.
What is the? Okay, I just realized what the number was.
That's the distance you're moving.
Yeah. Oh no, the 51. Oh no, that's my health.
Oh yeah. He'll eventually return and come in with a small, like, china set. It's pretty fancy, and it has some, like, warm tea in it. You believe it's just simple green tea, but next to it, there's also a bit of sugar and a small silver spoon to stir in whatever you want. And he'll set the set on the table here, and then sit back down close, but not on the same couch because that'd be weird.
Yeah. Is the tea already poured, or is it kind of like one of those things where you reach over, you pour it into the cup, add whatever you need?
He's poured it himself, a
Okay.
cup for himself, but there is a cup there for you to pour whenever you wish.
Okay. I will go ahead and grab the tea, pour in the cup, and put 1 cube of sugar in there.
It sort of bloop. It goes in.
Yeah, I'll just gently stir it, let it drop, tap, tap. I'm assuming the cups are on a plate, or
they are on a plate, yeah.
I'll gently put the spoon right next to the on the plate next to the cup, and then I'll sit right back down and just take a look. See what he has to say.
He'll kind of smile at, like, real hospitality for once. It has been far too long since I've been able to do this.
It's like you need to get out more.
You're probably right. He'll sort of laugh. I'm sorry for all of this. I'm glad you're keeping up with it well enough. From what I understand, this isn't necessarily a daily job for you, but I appreciate you putting yourself out here nonetheless.
My hand will like slowly reach to feel if the crown is still on my head or not.
It is.
Okay. Like as he says that, I'd be like, not really. Normally I just deal with paperwork and making sure people are having a good time. Kind of hard to do that when no one's around.
Well, I can relate to one of those. The other, I can say I've had the good fortune to be able to afford.
Yes. Fortune. So what brought you to all of this?
I was desperate and scared. A fool.
And now?
I suppose I don't think I'll ever consider myself anything but a fool for what I've done. But I at least know what I'm doing is beyond unreasonable. The king, and not me, he'll point to the crown, the one above. At first, it was simple little things. Create more music. Collect more followers. And then it grew more and more demanding. I needed a way out. He took advantage of that desire, saw my strengths, and forced me to pen something terrible. You will sort of see incredible shame in him, like as he's like drinking his tea and contemplating what he's done.
At this point, I'll take a sip of my own. I'll take a sip of my own tea, and I'll just look at him and just be like,
As
if
you drink,
he's for.
oh,
Okay.
sorry. As
No,
you
no,
drink the tea, you feel warm and comfortable. Like it's for what I'm telling you is it's not poisoned. It's not like bitter. It's not like it's tea, normal.
It's normal tea.
Yeah. And yeah. Sorry, continue. I just feel like I should preface that.
Yeah, you just be like, you have now been poisoned. Prepare to die. It's like shit. Hi, Ali King. So yeah, so no, like I take a quick sip of this tea, or not a quick sip. I just like as he's sipping, as he's really thinking, I'm like, then pray tell, why continue? Why not resist?
He'll look at you. This. He gestures to everything you see around him.
Mhm.
This is me resisting. This is all I can do. It takes all I can to muster a genuine conversation and explain that I am ashamed. And I'm afraid that as we see the next time we see each other, it will not be with pleasant conversation.
So, from what I'm gathering, this is me in my head thinking, and I just want you to either reconfirm or if I need a roll, I'll roll. But me understanding from where he's coming from is the fact that he's no longer in control of who he is. He's lost most control, and if anything, the last remaining bit of control is just to do what we're doing before we actually go against him. He has no sanity left, pretty much. Like he has sanity, but like he's.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage because you are a prince. Whether not of your own choice, but you are one.
Yeah. Oof.
With an 11, I'd say that's about accurate. Like, whatever you can intuit from this, I can't confirm or deny anything.
Okay, so like my character is like just like he seems like that's just what's being inferred. I don't know whether it's true or not, but that's what I'm reading, just surface level.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
At least that's what you would gain from your knowledge of like the magic aspect of it. Yeah. You're also free to ask him other questions as well. You don't have to just let me talk.
No, it's okay. No, normally, like my character likes to read a situation. It's one of the reasons why he's so like if you haven't noticed, one of the things he really does is he talks a lot, but he'll usually be silent as other things go on until he feels like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do here.
Mm-hmm.
He's very methodical in his process. So yeah, so he's all of this. Okay, so he's like, then let me ask you this then.
Mm-hmm.
If the next time we meet won't be with pleasant conversation, then tell us how we can stop the king. After all, you must know. You've been with it the longest.
He'll nod. The arena that you will see, the stage, it will be similar to the first one you've seen. The king intends to finish his work. And once he does, it doesn't matter what happens to the rest of us. There is a way, however dangerous, to give him what he wants and not destroy everything.
Oh. You're saying you can make such a grandiose compromise?
At this point, I deserve it. He'll chuckle. But I should explain what he wants me to do. We are at the end of this piece. Time itself is beginning to dilate, and I have, through what I can, given you an opportunity before the climax of the song. You must not let it sound ring into the air. You must not let it get loud. Keep it quiet. You may do that by destroying more members of the orchestra, the instruments. That's how you prevent it from finishing, but it will keep going until it does. What you do from there is find a way to reach me and end it.
And you.
He'll not comment on that. If you wish, there is great risk involved. The way that you would give the king what he wants is to have you or anyone else join in the song when you reach me. The risk here will be incredible. But if done well enough, the king will have his weapon. Enough to defeat the dreamer. If you do not know what that means, it is better that you know less.
Would I know the dreamer after the whole entire thing with the book?
I'll give you a Arcana check.
Okay.
Because that's what I would be, I think.
Okay.
Or history, if that's better for you.
They're the same.
All right.
Let's do it just normal, or
I'll give you advantage because you did get your crown from a book. With a dirty 20.
Ooh, damn.
You
Wasn't
would
expecting that.
you will remember, you will see flashes in your memory of a great and powerful being rising from the oceans. A golden army meeting to fight it. At least, that is the goal.
So the king of yellow is trying to fight someone from the ocean? Or did I misunderstand that the king in yellow is making an army rise from the ocean to fight something else?
No, the king in yellow is making yeah, The King in Yellow is collecting an army. That's what all the thralls, that's what all the princes are. To fight this great dreamer in the sea. With a dirty 20, you would know that you must not speak its name.
Okay.
Under any circumstances. But it is a... You're not sure how, but their King Hoster is related to this being.
Okay.
Cthulhu.
So, oh, okay. Wow. What the fuck? What
Never
type of
speak
bullshit?
its name.
This is some bullshit. Some bullshit.
Should you fail to stop the crescendo, the blade will be made. It is of disaster, of devastation. You must not touch it. Or rather, no. He'll look up at you. I don't know what you do at that point. If you touch it, you will have a chance to sever yourself from your crown. The same of any other ally who happens to have a tie with any creature. But, and if you hold it, successfully sever these connections, you'll think on for a moment. There is another being you'll need to contest with, beyond the king. One that is greater than him, greater than I. A being. The king called him a darkness in the sky. Nothing. An absolute void. We are that weapon is made from that thing. And if you do not figure something out quickly once it is made, the king will have his war with the dreamer. And there will be tears in reality, the likes of which he shudders. I've been
Oh, what? No, continue.
The dreamer himself, when he spawns, will have incredible power. This blade is to match it, exceed it. I don't even know. I don't know if this is even the right thing.
So understanding this correctly, we are all being made into this blade. This blade is made from something that is not the dreamer, but something that is like the Beyonder, something that's beyond Hoster and
Mhm.
Cthulhu, correctly?
Yes.
Um, okay, so this is made from like, I guess, some cosmic being.
Mhm.
All right. So that I was just trying to make sure I understood because I was like worried. I'm like, okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta wrap my brain around it because I'm still trying to function right now.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
doing a pretty big lore dump on you because you are the sane king, prince.
yeah, yeah. So okay, so I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. So okay, so there is so
That's a
you know,
fun title for you, by the way, the sane prince.
I mean that's fine. So okay, so I want to make sure I understand everything correctly, not for like for my sake, like because
Yeah.
I'm like okay, okay, so from what I've been told,
Mhm.
King in Yellow, trying to make an army. Army has a weapon. Beethoven, or not Beethoven, but like when I reach Beethoven and like I don't know if it's he's talking about entering his mindscape or if it's like actually just reaching him and then getting into that conflict. I don't but like whatever happens at whatever point when I reach Beethoven or when we reach Beethoven, there's gonna be a blade that's just gonna appear. I don't know if it's a
If you
physical blade
fail,
or oh, if we fail,
yes.
we get turned into a blade, or a
No,
blade appears if
a
we fail.
blade appears.
Okay, and if that blade appears, we either touch it or don't touch it. But if we touch it, it's the only thing that can really fight the thing that we need to fight against. But also at the same time, something will happen if we touch it.
That's like a big question mark. Like, we don't know
Yeah,
if
that's
mortals
but
can touch it. We don't know
oh, okay,
if you should.
or
If
should yeah.
and even if we don't even know if preventing this is even the right thing because the dreamer is also a cataclysmic threat to reality.
Yeah,
Just
and at the same yeah.
and that weapon would be used to kill the dreamer. So, what's the right thing?
Yeah, and also at the same
That's
time, there's
Mhm.
something beyond both of them that's also coming as a contender as well.
When you create the sword, you would be
Uh-huh.
creating something out of that that outer being.
Okay.
So you would at that point be like, if this elder god shit is above your pay grade, that is well and above and beyond, because that is like cosmic level.
Got it. This is basically
Like
what
I'm explaining to you the stakes of
this
the
is
world.
basically what the MCU is trying to do right now, but is failing with internals.
All right.
Is the closest thing I can get it to.
If I can do it a little bit better than the MCU, I'm happy.
Oh, you're doing it way better than the MCU right now. Eternals was an absolute mess. Um, but from like the film theory I watched, that's what they're attempting to do. Is when Thanos like snapped half the universe, it was to prevent a celestial from like destroying all of humanity and the universe. But the problem is since the Avengers undid what Thanos did, now the Celestial is going to destroy all of the universe, and so the Eternals were sent down to try and stop this. But now they're running into their thing. So the Eternals, when they stopped the thing, it was short-sighted because now the whole entire universe is gonna die. So we may have summoned Galactus. I don't know. It's a mess. That's why I'm like saying this is a little bit more clear cut.
Yeah.
But also it's still a fucking mess because it's like, okay, well, we're gonna bring this, but we gotta stop
No,
this. But
yeah.
what is
The
this?
point of this is like, yo, this was a party at first. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I was like, okay, so we gotta stop you. No, we can't stop you because we have to help the King in Yellow. But the King in Yellow is not such a great guy because he's trying to sacrifice all of the world. But if he doesn't sacrifice all the world for this thing, then he won't stop the thing. But
Listen, he doesn't care. The vibe you would get from him was that the King in Yellow does not care about the outer god, the elder cosmic being at all. Like, that's a non-issue to him. That is a resource that is like for him. Um,
No, but I'm talking about like the dreamer is the thing he's fighting, and the
yeah,
dreamer is the cataclysmic event. But the thing is, it seems like the King in Yellow doesn't give a shit. This is a personal vendetta for the King in Yellow.
not
It
a
sounds like.
I'm saving the world, a fuck you in particular thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what the vibe I'm getting.
Hmm.
But it feels like it sucks because like in the end we're just kind of all pawns. No matter what we choose, it doesn't matter because if we choose
That's
to stop the King in Yellow, well, King Yellow's like fuck, but like oh well. But like if we
he'll
don't
keep
stop, he's like
the King in Yellow will keep on amassing his army regardless.
yeah. There's no real swaying the King in Yellow to not do what he's
And
gonna do.
regardless of what happens, the Dreamer will rise. And the King in Yellow is the best bet for fighting him.
Mm.
Or at least as of right now, is the
Yeah,
best
we
bet.
don't know if there's any other things. What confuses me is, and I don't know how gods work in your world,
Mhm.
um, but usually from the celestial temple, you have all of the housing gods, you know, like, and what they do is they could do divine intervention, right?
Yeah.
Whether they're sealed or not. Sometimes they're sealed away, and if they're sealed away, it's kind of like, well, you're kind of a dick to the other gods, and that's why they put you under this rock. But I'm curious as to why none of the other, what seem lesser or maybe major gods, are not using divine intervention to like prevent something like this.
Give me a religion check.
Okay, just normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know jack shit. Oh, I don't know nothing. I hurt myself. My brain got a little headache. I'm like, I don't really know religion.
You will feel the thoughts of the other gods in your mind, and then you'll gain like a headache, like, oh fuck. The King in Yellow will. Oh. Beethoven will look at you. Oh. I'm. I'm terribly sorry about that.
I guess I'm just thinking a little too hard about all of this.
Yes. Do you have any other questions? Anything I can help you with?
It's a lot to process.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
This is. He'll smile politely, and the vibe that you'll get will be he does not believe that.
Well, let's just put it this way. When cosmic beings want to have a dick measuring contest, who's to blame when you get caught in the middle? And I'll just like rub my like eyes and head, and then just take another sip of the tea. And just as far
He'll.
as questions go, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go, you go.
As far as questions go on whether it is the right thing to stop you or not, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess the best thing to do is play the fool. Ugh. Kings rise, kings fall. But as they say, the fool is always the one that has the last laugh. Let's hope in death that we can keep the laughter alive.
Let us hope.
And with that, I'm gonna try and I'm trying to think of anything else that I might need to do.
I mean, any of the meta questions that you want me to answer as god of the world, you can also ask Beethoven as well, like to get his perspective. Because there are certain things that, like, even if you roll for, I can't
Mhm.
give you without, you asking. Because there's
No,
no
no,
way
no.
you'd
That's
have that knowledge.
no, no, no. There isn't. There isn't. But like, there is something that like popped into my character's head and popped into my head, and it was also popped in a little later that was meta, but I kind of ignored it because my character wouldn't really know that. Um,
Hmm.
but or I guess it was through combat insight, so I guess he kind of would, kind of wouldn't. But I was like, my spell silence, right? I was thinking about like when I leveled up, I was gonna get rid of knock because I
Mhm.
just have no use for it. I'm not locking any doors
Yeah,
or
fair.
chests, and I was gonna get silence instead.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know, funny enough, and I'll just like get up and walk to the fireplace. In bardic school, they teach us a cool little trick. Kind of ironic considering our whole entire thing. And I just turned my head and it's like our whole entire thing is to talk and make sure we're heard. But they also teach us the importance of silence.
He'll smile at you. Yes, they do. That'll be
Pray
a useful
tell.
trick for you.
Oh,
It'll slow us, slow me, but it will not stop it. And should your concentration fail, it will continue right back to where it was.
hmm.
Keep a sharp mind, friend.
Question. How do you change spells? Because I don't know how to actually do that.
I
Or does it have
uh
to be something you do?
I believe it is something that I have to do because
Yeah.
importing spells is a pretty big thing. But I can do that really quickly. All right, so
Uh,
let's
no worries.
tell Nock to uh fuck
Knock off.
off. Press the trash button. What the
Mhm.
fuck did I do? Did I delete your character from the map? I
Everything went dark.
definitely did.
Oops. Oh, there I am. Oh, wait, no, I'm by the fireplace though. Thank you.
You are
I'm not
inside the
on the
fire.
fire.
All right,
Just
cool.
gonna
I can
burn myself. That'll be the third time today.
yeah. So you said you wanted silence?
Yeah, I want silence there. Um,
A silence haunts me.
and he said there's a way to give what the king wants while making sure everyone else lives.
Yes, there is.
He wants the blade.
Yes.
But if the performance is to eradicate everyone, can you get the blade without eradicating everyone without finishing the performance?
He will look to you the way you do that. You will need to end everything right at its peak. Finish me right before. What this will mean, sorry, hold up. This will be I'll give you a free like insight into this. There will be, I believe, 9 levels of volume. I think was what I mentioned here. Let me double check. Yeah, 9 levels of volume. You need to be completely sure that you end it on level 9.
Okay,
If
red is
it
the
is not,
crescendo.
sorry,
Oh, nothing. Musical term. Continue.
if you end it on, if you do that, end Beethoven there, you will cut it off perfectly enough to create the blade, but not without having the influence of Oblivion spread out to multiple throughout the area. It will, but it must be timed there. If on that round he is not killed, we go into the bad ending.
Oh,
And if he's alive for a second around like one turn after, the effects of the orchestra would have spread out far enough to become self-sustaining. And it doesn't matter if he's dead afterwards. The blade has been made, and it will begin poisoning reality. Timing is everything.
okay.
After all, it is a song.
He'll laugh as well, like soft chuckle, like kind of like
He will.
daunting reality sets in, but like humor is the counter.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
Once again, I'm sorry that it comes to this. He'll get up from his chair here and meet you at the fireplace. But not that close, like here.
he's like, yeah.
I'm sorry it has come to this. But you seem the capable sort. And if you do manage to time it well enough, there's a good chance that the king will lose. The greater one will lose interest, to a certain extent, in his mortal avatars. Perhaps I might be the last one.
I set down my plate and tea and stuff like that on the table.
If that happens, there are only those of us who take his power and will heed the call when it is time. He will not need anything more from us than to spread. As torturous as that might be, it means that we might be those of us might be able to live our lives as we see fit. Only our burdens might be lighter. There are more princes than just you. They struggled, they fight for the whims of a mad being.
Well then,
Would you? This would be a mercy for them. He'll sort of like... Again, I am sorry. But I believe you can do it.
I will say, I believe it's all I can do. Let's just hope someone out there is willing to listen.
There's always someone willing to listen. That's our whole thing, isn't it?
I suppose it is. I mean, if no one will listen, what use is a bard?
Precisely.
Well then, I thank you for the tea and the company and the hospitality.
He will nod, and
I guess. Oh, go ahead.
sorry. Through all this, oh, well, you continue. Never mind.
I was just gonna finish off with what I was saying. I guess he's like, as I finish that, I'm just gonna be like, I guess it's time to run a fool's errand.
I suppose it
With
is.
them.
I wish you the best. I will continue to do what I can. I cannot apologize enough.
I mean, don't apologize yet. Besides, kind of every bard's dream to be heard by the whole entire world, isn't it?
I suppose. He will continue on. He'll guide you to
As we
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, just for flavor, because this has nothing to do with anything. As we walk out, it's just kind of like, so. Anyways, what was the whole? Who is Elise? Is that like a person, or like? Sounds like you had your heart set on someone, or was that like like your neighbor or something? Like I had to write
He'll
a whole
sort of
dissertation
pause
about
for a
it.
moment.
Just curious.
I'll die anyway. An old flame. And unfortunately one that burned out. Not for any particular reason. It just sort of... Our paths just didn't align at the end of the day. He'll open the door for you.
Well then, it was a pleasure.
The pleasure was mine. Take care. And you will step out into whatever void comes next.
I just like take a look. Is the sky also a black void?
It is all like strange purple and bluish stars. It is like fluctuating rapidly, almost as if have you ever seen like water with glitter in it?
Yeah.
Think of a purple dyed water with glitter all swirling in mass. That's what the star is like.
Whoa. Could be. Just take a quick look around.
And
This was fun.
I think, is where we will end this little mini session.
Yes. By the way, am I supposed my character, just for my character's knowledge, am I supposed to go through the void? Do I just stand here until I poof out? Or
you'll just poof out there. Actually,
okay.
You know what? Just for continuity's sake, I'll poof you.
Okay. I was gonna say, because like if I don't poof out, I'll just walk through the void, assuming that's the path I need to go until someone tells me otherwise.
Yeah. Oh god, I forgot to upload this chattered stage. Whoops. Okay. That will be where we leave this one for now. I don't believe I have anything else that I need from you. But that's basically what I wanted to do with everyone for a moment. Some people would just out and out be violent. Some people would be out and out be
All
resentful.
I can think of is K. When he just like goes straight for the attack, it's just kind of like,
yeah, I'm still going to like have him do a normal like scene like this before, but I'll put him back at full health.
I think it would be freaking hilarious. It's like he's like banishment, because what I was thinking would be very interesting. He's like it's just Beethoven just like, all right, fuck this, everyone banish, and then he just one by one he like gets everybody, like right after that comical like B being arrogant, everyone being stupid, and then he's just like, all right, it's cool. Now that we're one on one, and just K goes, it's like, oh fuck, banish next, and I pop in, I'm like, all right, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Also, one additional thing from being, having a pleasant conversation, the tea will give function effectively as a long rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I got everything back.
Yes.
Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah. Don't tell Kay.
I mean, my character would like after seeing what happened to Kay, my character would do anything but fight. He's just like, all right, so I'm gonna see if I can talk this guy.
Yeah. But
The fact that he was
Kay's gonna get
reasonable.
his own like ability, like opportunity for conversation,
Uh,
and if it goes well, he might get a long rest. If it doesn't go well, he's definitely not gonna get a long rest.
oh my
Um,
god.
yeah.
Also, I don't know. I think my character's becoming neutral good at this point.
I
You-
don't like evil characters. I mean, K is up. Okay, K is the exception, but like
I was about to say,
it's
Kay's
very
evil is good.
hard to like have stories like this and not have like people, the neutral, pick a side.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
because what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to be conflicted. You're supposed to be like, yeah. I didn't want Beethoven. I wanted Beethoven to seem like, listen, I'm not in control of my actions, but I am regretful of it, and I want you to know me as someone who know me by what I made, not by what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was very much like, okay, listen here. Like, there's a lot going on. I want you to just have full context, and after that, you make your decision. And I was all like, you know what? My character's like, I see your point. I see how easy. You know what? It's really not your fault. Like, because I went through the whole book and being like, I kind of just want this to end, and I was like, oh fuck, that's something you don't fuck with. And now I'm like, I could
Yeah.
see where Beethoven's coming from.
Yeah.
And
However,
now
I
I'm
am
just like,
so I'm just gonna keep this after show going for as long as I can. I am so fucking excited to run this with Shiggy's character. Oh boy, is that gonna have some shit associated with it.
yeah, like it's gonna
Because
be
like
kind of weird.
because like his whole like desire is like end like by doing this perfectly, you can
Mhm.
end Hoster's influence on the world as a whole.
Mhm.
Like if you do
Yeah.
this correctly, Hoster will no longer like, yeah, he'll still want an army, but that'll be all he wants. There is no more like desire for there will be no more need for people to utterly change themselves or to do horrendous things. In this regard, it'll be like the end of that. And Shiggy's character is like, no, like I want this being to be in my life so that I may like
Learn everything.
learn secrets that people should not know.
Yeah, that's her whole entire shtick. And so to be like, so this guy's no longer gonna exist or desire to give you anything is kind of like, but I want the things. I want the things.
What
like-
I think Shiggy might want at the end of the day is to be the one her character would like. I don't know. I can't spoil it, and if you want to lurk in when she's here, that's fine. But
I mean, I'm gonna let everyone do what they're gonna do. I try my best not to metagame. I'm not a big fan of it.
But-
As a former DM and as one who's going to be a current DM again, metagaming is the bane of every DM's existence.
I'll allow it in combat, but not during roleplay. Combat,
Yeah.
like strategizing with your friend, with everyone, and figuring out what you need to do, that's fine. But in roleplay, come on, man. This is a
Yeah.
role-playing game.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I mean, I've seen where it's gone the toxic route in combat, where you know sometimes people will metagame because they'll be like, "Well, you should do this because it benefits me this way because it allows me to use this ability," and strategizing that way is great, but it can also ruin the character dynamic because combat is still, in my opinion, part of the roleplay. But also, I see
absolutely.
where, yeah, but I've also seen like it used very well, like in here where it's like, okay, well, we could do this, and if we can rationalize it, it works. Um, but But yeah, it is one of those things that's kind of weird and hard to do, especially when you know the mechanics of a certain game or system. I'm still trying to relearn 5e. I'm just like, that's right, things don't work the same, and I'm like, frick, I gotta figure out. I gotta figure out how to use 5e again.
Yeah.
um, but
Wait.
yeah, but no, I definitely have enjoyed it. This is not the way I thought it was gonna go. I had a whole
No.
entire thing in my
No,
mind, and then
he
you
I
come you
didn't
like,
want like a cackling villain to be the bad guy. That was the other person.
yeah.
That was the other guy. This guy's like, fuck, I guess I have to work with this bitch.
Yeah, and it's like, oh fuck. All right, so I see your dilemma, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, all right,
What's the
what's
right,
the
like, even among like this horrible like rock in a hard place, like what is the right thing to do? Like,
like what? Because even if we do it this way, right? We kill Beethoven. My character's gonna be a little distraught over it. Um, but like it's like killing Beethoven, right? To make sure the king gets what he wants, but also make sure everyone stays around. It's still kind of a bittersweet because we still don't know what's gonna happen. And at this point, that the dreamer, when they rise, it's not going to be subtle. It's not going to be like no one sees this. It's going to be like, oh fuck, okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll be like a raid boss.
Yeah, it'll be weird because at this point we've been fighting against the king. Now we're fighting with the king, even though we were kind of fighting with the king and against the king. It's very
Yeah, like
weird in the sense like,
the
can
king
we
doesn't
like?
give a fuck about you guys though. He only
I
wants to
know,
kill Cthulhu.
I know, and we also want to kill Cthulhu. That's the problem. Is he could care less if we join the fight or not. But the problem is, it's one
The
of those
odds are
things where
significantly better if you
if
do.
we
He
do,
does join on your side.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of um, like, like the world kind of sucks, right?
Yeah,
And you want to change the world, but to change it, you have to be part of the system that you hate, and that's kind of like the feeling I'm getting. It's like, I really hate this, but the fact
I
of the
am
matter is,
glad that I am giving you like emotional turmoil like this. This is everything I wanted from these like this like final conversation.
yeah, meh.
I hope that like you, if you can remember the very first session with Cardi when she met Beethoven, like
Mhm.
that was a vibe that I was also trying to give off, like a, oh, I wasn't aware, I'm sorry, go, and like all that, like, and very mournful too. That's actually
Yeah.
gonna be like the trait. Like, I'll give you a brief spoiler. Um, one of his traits will be mournful, which will be that he will actively, or maybe I'll change the name because that's something regretful, which will mean that he will have ways that he will try to help you in combat.
Nani.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
I'll probably blink that out because I'm a little delirious right now. Like I've been trying to get good sleep or whatever, so I'll probably forget this. But that is really cool. I will say that it's very interesting how that's going to come into play and how that will work. But it is interesting because it is literally like he's two entities in one, right? He's still himself, his sane self, but then he's the version of him that
He
is the
is
king.
also the avatar of Hoster. Like,
Yeah,
basically.
it's very interesting. I really like this boop. Like this was a very nice and good twist that was layered throughout the campaign. That if like anyone who actually watches this and like rewatches this, like they will be able to like, oh, I see where he was going with that now because he played this and he did this, and so that's what that meant when he did that earlier on. And so now it's very good. It's very good thought fodder. I like that.
Thank.
I like that a lot.
Can I spoil one final thing before you leave?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Music.
Do it.
Do you want to? And I will ask you this: do you want to hear the music that I will play?
Yes, of course. I'm not in Foundry anymore. Should I get back in
Oh,
Foundry, or is it whatever?
it would. It. I was gonna play it on Foundry, but I can find it on YouTube. Uh, let's see
Yeah.
which one happens faster: you getting in Foundry or me looking it up.
I have a cat distracting me right now. But let me see. Foundry.
Where the?
Okay, I'm in Foundry.
All right, fuck me, I guess.
Well, let's see if Foundry works though, because that's what we tried last time.
All right.
Oh, hey, there it is.
Oh, now you can hear the music?
Mm-hmm.
Hog. All right. This will be spoilers to the 3 people in chat. This will be the final boss fight for Oblivion's Orchestra. At least the music for it. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one.
I was about to say Ode to Joy. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. I like it. A little bit of microtonal music to like make it feel just off enough.
I think it's just in the wrong key. Like, it's in minor or
No,
something.
it
No?
is. It is. It's in a different key, but the thing is the notes are not dissonant enough. It's the microtonal is literally, it sounds like A, but it's literally just a few hertz off of A, but it's still considered A in the Western music. But the thing is when you go into like microtonal music, everything feels tense because it is just a few hertz off. So it feels familiar yet completely alien.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I like that.
Anyways, this is going to be the final boss music. You can stay here for a minute.
I'm gonna say, is someone waiting? Because I'm just like,
Nah,
with
no
this.
one else is waiting right now.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I
I
know
want to show you what they. Yeah, Shiggy's in the middle of her watch party right now because I was just in her VC.
Jess isn't here.
Jess won't be here for another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But give me 1 second. I need to remember what it is. Oh yeah, SP. Oh nope. No. NRP.
It's... Yeah.
I'm
This
trying
is
to
the...
remember what the. Oh, NSR. As NSR. I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick. Right here. This is one of my favorite games. One of my friends is a voice actor and wrote some of the music for it.
Oh, No Strange Roads. Yeah. No Straight
Yeah,
Roads.
no
I've
straight
heard
words,
of it, yeah.
Yeah, so like one of my favorite ones though is this freaking rocks, by the way.
The Fiverr commercial?
No, yeah, the Fiverr commercial. This one right here.
Oh, this feels off.
Wait for it.
Oh, I hate and love that.
Wait. Like, it is one of my favorite. And it gets crazy. Like the boss fight, this boss fight is still so memorable because it does so much. Like this whole entire game, like one of the things I when I was playing this game, I was talking to the developers. I was like, "Hey, I really love this game, but like there's this one moment that feels undermined, and it's this boss battle. Like it's so good, but the rest of the thing of the character development for it feels like this boss battle never happened." I'm like, no, you should have carried that further through because it was such an emotional impact from something I didn't think would have so much emotion to it. Because everything else is like more goofy, like rock and like kind of like wacky hijinks. This was the first one where I was like, oh my god, tear in my eye from the emotional like damage that happened at the end. Because at the end, it's just kind of like, oh fuck, are we the bad guy?
Yeah.
Shit, we might be the bad guys. And then after that, it's like, no.
That's kind of what's happening here.
Yeah,
Like who?
that's what.
There is no right answer. There is no good or bad. There is just people doing their best.
Exactly, and that's why I was all like, ah. But then after that, it's like, no, you're still good guys. I'm like, but this one moment was like, oh, ooh. Um, but yeah, but this part right here is what I was thinking of, like, like how it's gonna be, but like, Yui, boss, battle, and that's up because it gets wild. And then it just goes right here, and then it goes into like complete dubstep, and it's just like what the fuck. Uh, NSR, Yui, Inu, Inu. So this one right here is like the battle that happens. Oh shit! Hold up. Fucking yay! Just get big. How do I get you big?
You click the name.
Oh, there we go. No, I had to double click it. So like this is what I was thinking how it was gonna like look in my head. Like this is just my head canon. Like see all of these are like the shadows that we see. And then and then our characters all just like
Mayday and Zook? I knew it! You guys talk big about music, but the only thing talk big about
we're just assholes. And then Beethoven's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna play like masterful music. And then
you gotta be kidding me! I've heard there's a crack in every time.
and like literally there's like this barrier we have to get over. Like these shooting musical notes at us. And then like yeah. And then King in Red, but King in Yellow comes out of nowhere, and then just shit just gets fucking weird.
Mhm.
But anyways, no, it just made me think of that so hard because I was just like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah,
This is so cool. Boop, boop, this is so cool.
I'm glad you like this campaign.
I love it. It is so much fun. It is so
Mhm.
cool. Anyways, um,
All right, I'm
yeah,
probably gonna bide my time and oh,
my bad.
should I just bide my time until Jess gets here
Um, I would say,
or end the
uh,
stream?
I don't know. Because like me personally, I'm probably going to because I'm gonna be doing my little watch party of Critical Role.
Mm.
I don't know if Shiggy's gonna pop in or not. I would personally just be like, "Hey Jess, what time were you thinking today? What what was everyone's like center?" Because I was open for whenever. So if we even started later, that would have been fine by me. I just have something in 20 minutes that I'm going to do and set up because I want everyone to have a good time.
Yeah.
I know Shiggy's
How
doing
many
her
episodes are you
own
gonna watch,
thing.
by the way? Or are you gonna
How many
binge all of it?
episodes are there?
I don't know.
Oh, is it all out? Hold on. I
I
don't
don't
even
know.
know.
If it's
Because
just
like people,
one, then cool. But if it's like if they're releasing it weekly, great. But if they're not, it's gonna be like oof.
yeah. I mean, I'm off tomorrow as well though. So, uh, oops, nope, not that. What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Vox Machina. New series. Watch now. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Oh, they released the first 3 episodes.
Oh.
Oh, they're not that long either.
How long are they? 22 minutes?
24 to 28 minutes.
Hmm. Still though, 30
So
minute, like 20-minute is a lot.
yeah, but it's an hour and a half, and like if I go in, so what I usually do is I try to pop in and just hang for a little bit, and then like when people show up, that's usually when I start it, and then as people join, it's like, okay, how far are we in, and do we want to restart or do we want to continue? Because it's like, yeah. So that's why I was like, I want to do this because I told people I would do this, and because I was like, yeah, because I did a little mini thing. So that's why I was like, okay, well, we're gonna do this, and then right now, Shiggy is literally like not even all the way in the first Saw movie, which is interesting. So Shiggy's probably going to be busy for like another hour and a half. Because I can't imagine Shiggy's going to be like, all right, guys, we're like halfway through movie night. Like we've only been here for 30 minutes, but peace. Um, so I guarantee Shiggy's probably going to be like an hour and a half. As far as Jess is concerned, I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I like, have you messaged her?
Absolutely the fuck not. That's a good start.
Yeah, just message her and just be like, hey, how long are you gonna be? Because then you could just like, you could take a break and then you can come back and restart it again. Like,
Yeah.
like do like like that way you have it in little segments too. Like you have my segment in one video that you can download because it like, trust me, if you have like a thing and it's filler, editing that, it's just a pain in the ass. So like having the little segments might be good. So like our segment, end it, get some rest, or you can hang with me if you want and watch this with. I'm gonna have a couple of friends of mine who are DMs and other people who are not, but maybe they're interested in this. And you can vibe with us if you'd like.
Yeah,
I'm about to
I
make
guess
my
I'll do
own.
that. I'll end my stream. I have 3 viewers though, so let me send them over to someone who deserves it.
Yeah.
By someone who deserves it. There's a musician, another musician friend I have.
Ooh.
/raid. And I think he's doing a watch party for like a listening or oh no, it ended. What? Well, he's working on his music production right now by the looks of it. So, anyways, go tell him hi and that he's cool and that his music is good and that because I use it all the fucking time in my campaigns.
What's the thing?
Kobu Beats.